In the swamp, trumping all day long. Saturday nights in Death Valley, that tiger strong. So we Razorbacks, crowd calling the hogs. Blue Ridge battle Wildcats, bringing the dogs. Show me Miss Zone, black and gold fight. Boomer Sooner running on a Saturday night. Hook 'em horns, burnt orange in the sun. 12th man standing, Aggies get it done. Saturday lights, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk. We talk that score. Saturday lights, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk. We talk that score.
Welcome to this presentation of Water Cooler Talk Sports.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen,
Go.
it is Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
We are back around the water cooler, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here as always. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nick Frazier. One half of Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. Marcus cannot be with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody, Marcus's son's birthday is tonight. Let's wish Marcus's son a happy birthday. Happy birthday to Marcus's son. Has a Ninja Turtle cake. I saw a picture of the Ninja Turtle cake. It's dope. It is dope.
What's up, man?
So, man, shout out to Marcus, man. We appreciate him so much for that, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Ladies and gentlemen, rocking with us around the water cooler tonight. It is the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend from Auburn Addicts TV. DC Wolf. DC, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
Ain't nothing, man. I'm just remembering my birthday parties, man. You know, I used to be happy when you get them little cakes, man. You know what I'm saying? The thing when we grew up, man, it was having a party at, I don't know if you ever did this, had your party at Burger King. When you had your party at Burger King, all your classmates come, everybody get a little crown, man. That was special, man. You was big time if you had,
I remember
at a Burger King or something.
I remember we had the birthday party, but it was at McDonald's.
Yep. Okay, so y'all did McDonald's because that was newer. Yeah.
We had the McDonald's with it, and then like the playpen and everything. So
yes, sir.
Shout out to those birthdays, man. If anybody has a VCR, I'm pretty sure there is a VHS of that birthday party. Because what I remember from that birthday party is hopping around McDonald's. But I was scared to blow out the candles. And shout out to Charlie Bo. That's what we call him, Charlie Boy. Shout out to him. He had to pick me up.
Shout out.
He had to convince me to blow out the candles.
Really?
Yeah, he did. I remember that video vividly. I remember that vividly, bro. I remember that video.
Why was you scared of the candles, Nick?
Have no idea. Have no idea why I was. I would not blow the candles out for and then I remember I had a birthday when I turned 10 or 11. Yeah. I had a birthday and I had a migraine the whole time. I threw it up on that birthday. That one was at Chuck E. Cheese.
Bro, you had a migraine at Chuck E. Cheese.
Man, what?
That's horrible, man.
I had so they tried it. So it's funny.
That's horrible.
They tried to blindfold me.
Yeah.
Like, so I wouldn't know where we was going.
Okay.
But I knew from the ride that we was either going to Auburn or Montgomery. I knew it.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, where we going? And when
Yeah.
we got there, man, I had the worst headache the whole ride there. And I threw up like 3 times during my birthday while everybody else was having fun.
Everybody having fun, man.
I'm over there just in the corner, just sick. Because I don't know what.
Sad,
I
man.
remember.
That's
I
sad,
remember that too.
We'll have to take you back to Chuck E. Cheese to kind of
man,
just
good.
redo that one, Nick.
We good.
You go to Chuck
We
E. Cheese
good.
and redo that one.
That birthday was 22, 23 years
You want me
ago.
to take you to Chuck E. Cheese and redo it?
No.
Okay.
I'll be all right.
All right.
I'll be all right. I'll be
Okay.
all right. We'll be
All
okay. I've had plenty great birthdays
Okay.
since that day. So, it's not a problem.
That would sound like it was deep and emotional.
Not at all. I mean,
Okay, I was gonna take you back to Chuck E. Cheese and relive it, but
it is what it is, Let's get into it, man. Before we get into it, man, do me a favor, man. Make sure you subscribe to these YouTube channels, man. Shout out to our guy at his SECs when I got Tez, man. Tez putting out content back to back, man. Make sure you go check out those videos that he's putting out, man. Put out one today. He put out one yesterday, man. He put out one about the pressure that Lane Kiffin is under, man. So make sure y'all go check out at his SECs. And I got Tight Sports over at Alabama Football Megacast. I got DC Wolf, Auburn Addicts TV, man. Dustin over at the Uptempo Podcast. I got B Sharp over at the Sharpshooter Sports Talk. Golden Broom Podcast and the Anchor Down Live Podcast. What I got Vandy Chris, man, at the Huggy Beard himself on YouTube and Twitter. I got Kid Country. Make sure you go over there and subscribe. I got Kid Country on YouTube. And of course, the legend himself, Bubba and the old man, Auburn Sports Talk, man. We appreciate that so much for rocking with us. Also, subscribe to JMHO Sports Talk when I got Coach Sean on the Block Sports with Coach Carl. And of course, Dylan over at the College Salute, man. We appreciate that so much, man. Support people that support Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. Shout out to I got DJ. They want support of Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. Follow him on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood Media, at Hollywood_media. That's Hollywood and EY. Then, of course, follow him on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's. Ladies and gentlemen, mess with the people that mess with us, man. We thank you so much for rocking with us and doing that. Also, shout out to our guy, Kid Country, Chef Country. Make sure you go check him out at Adelines.
Yes, sir.
2371, Auburn, Alabama.
Yes, sir. Are those beef ribs on the grill or pork? What you say it is, Nick?
I think they look more like pork. They look more like pork ribs to me. That's what they look like. They look more like pork ribs to me.
Yes, sir. And he served Alabama people too.
He does. He's just an Auburn fan. He got the Auburn hat on, but he served Alabama people as well. So make sure y'all go check out our guy, Chef Country, aka Kid Country, aka Edward. Man, at Adelines, 2371 Highway 14, Otagoville, Alabama. We will be there October 17th for the Auburn, Georgia game, man. We will be going live.
Boom. Let's do it.
Going live from Adelines there, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Come join us, man. We're going to have a great time. Just going to keep pubbing that until that day comes, and we just going to keep doing it. Do us a favor. Go follow us on our social medias at CoolestPod23 on Twitter. Follow us at the Water Cooler Talk on Instagram and TikTok, and, of course, the Water Cooler Talk podcast on Facebook, and visit www.watercoolertalksports.com. Again, that's www.watercoolertalksports.com, man. For all of your college football, SEC football, and of course, Auburn football news in written form. And guess what? High school football is coming very, very soon, man. And if you want to support us financially, man, guess what? Super chats are open in the show. You can always super chat the show, man. Let's see if we can get 5 super chats tonight.
Yes, sir. That would be nice.
Let's see if we can get 5 super chats, man. We appreciate that so much. For rocking with us, man. $5.99 a month if you want to join the Coolest Cubes gang. If you want to do that, get member exclusive content, and of course you support the show, man. We appreciate that so much, man. Always for rocking with us and getting into it. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get into this thing, man, I want to bring in the Rooster Mac, the legend himself, the sweet Sugar Bear Williams. He's gonna join us tonight around the water cooler, I guess. What's going on, Huggy? How you feeling, man?
There he is.
What's happening, Nick? What's happening?
Chilling. All right, man. Let's take a look at these comments before we get into this conversation tonight, man. Shout out to the Huggy Beard that he is right there, man. The Huggy's with us, man. Tim the Tour Main Taylor. What's up, man? Yeah, Tim. You talk about South Alabama and Coastal Carolina, man. They got into a little bit of an altercation in the basketball game at the Sun Belt Conference championships over in Pensacola. So yeah, I saw that, man. I was like, But it looks like the Coastal Carolina player knocked out the referee. That's who hit the referee and knocked out. Yeah, you got to go see the video. You got to see the video. You got to see it. Shout out to I got Auburn Dad for life in the chat, man. AD4L, what's up, my guy? Hope you feeling good, man. Mike McKinney in the chat with us. What's up, Mike, man? Hope you doing all right, man. Hope you doing good. Hope you're doing good, my guy. Hope all is going well with you, man. Also, man, we got a $9.99 super chat from Auburn Addicts TV. What's up? That's what it is. $9.99 super chat from Auburn Addicts TV. We appreciate that so much.
Yeah.
Auburn Addicts. Somebody at Auburn Addicts sent us $9.99. We appreciate that, man. Appreciate you so much.
Shout
Auburn
out to you guys at Auburn.
Shout out to Auburn Addicts TV for making that happen for us, man.
Yes,
we
sir.
appreciate that so much, man. Thank you, man. Also, man, I got Big Sarge rocking with us on right, man. What's up, Big Sarge, man? How you feeling, man? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're feeling great. Say happy birthday to Marcus' son. Yes, man. Happy birthday to Marcus' son, Lil Marcus. That's what it is. How it is. Man. James Barnett rocking with us around the water cooler as always, man. We appreciate you, my guy, James Barnett, for always rocking with us, man.
What's up,
we
James?
appreciate you so much, man. Thank you. And the insider, there he is. Everybody's favorite insider.
Yep.
It is Ant. The insider, man. We appreciate that so much, man. We continue to rock with y'all, man. My God, I believe Crimson in the chat.
There you go,
my man. It wasn't ruined.
There you go.
It wasn't ruined. I mean, I just got sick. Everybody else had a great time. You know, everybody else had a great time. I was just the one that was sick. You know, everybody else ate pizza, ate cake, had drinks, a good time, had everything. I was just the one that was sick. But you know, so it wasn't a bad time, apparently. You know, apparently everybody had a great time. I was the only one that had a bad time. For everybody else. It is what it is. Shout out to I Believe Crimson, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Thank y'all so much, man, for rocking with us. As that he said, are you talking about the one at the Montgomery? No, it was the one across the street from the Montgomery Mall. That was the one. That
okay, yeah, I remember that one.
That was the one that was
destination, bro. That was premium destination for a birthday party, bro.
It was
premium destination. Yep,
it was. It was the one that was right across the street from the Montgomery Mall. Yep. That's the one that was. That's what it was. Yes, sir. That is it, man. So, oh man, woo, man, this is gonna be a good show, man. This is gonna be a great show.
Yes, sir.
Tonight, man, and we're gonna bring in everybody's favorite insider, and the insider. And what's going on, man?
Yeah, what's happening?
It sounds like Jeezy.
You know what's funny? That is the first time when we said what's up. He came in right when we said it was no delay. Shout out to Ant, man. Shout out to Ant.
Man, I got elite phone service, baby.
That's what's up, man? That's what I'm talking about, Ant.
Elite phone service, man.
Talk about, baby.
He got elite phone service, boy.
Elite phone service.
Y'all funny, bro. You hilarious. You are hilarious for that one, my man. All right, man. Let's get into it. Let's get into the show tonight, man. We don't want to hold y'all too long. As always, man, we're gonna get in. We're gonna talk about this, and then we're gonna get out. Because we thank y'all so much, and we want y'all to have a great time. We want y'all to be part of the show, and you know, it is what it is, man. Tonight, top 10, man. Let's talk top 10, and let's talk this, sir. And then Big Sarge said elite phone service is hilarious, man. Yes, it is, man. Y'all funny, bro.
If y'all only knew.
Y'all are funny, man. All right, let's get this thing rocking and rolling. Let's get this thing going with it, man. We appreciate that so much. So I guess Huggy dropped out. Hopefully he'll come back in. Top 10.
Let's go.
Top 10.
As you can tell from the title of tonight's show is, can Auburn really have a top 10 offense and top 10 defense in this 2026 season? Now, we have seen what Alex Golesh's and Joel Gordon's offense did at USF last year. Mm-hmm. We saw what they did. Number 2, number 3 offense. I think they ended up being like the number 3 offense in the country last year overall. Okay. You saw what DJ Durkin defense did last year in the SEC, right outside the top 10 in the SEC. But they were the number 4 rushing defense, number 12. No, my bad. Number 12 passing defense, and they had the number 7 overall defense in the country. In that case, you look at what you have coming in on the offensive side of the ball. You're looking at what DJ Durkin has coming back, and he is returning as a defensive coordinator for Auburn football. I pose this question to y'all, and I'm pretty sure this conversation is gonna go in a myriad of directions. But let's start here. I want to get the initial question, as you can see from the title of the show. Two different questions. This is the first part of the question I'm gonna ask at the beginning, and the second part of the question I'm gonna ask you at the end. Can Auburn really have a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense in the 2026 season? DC Wolf.
I'm gonna be a heartbreaker right now. I'm gonna say no.
So you think they cannot do it?
No. We had the same conversation like at the beginning of last season. I was like, I don't think Auburn defense could finish a top 10 defense in the nation. I remember I said maybe a top 15 because they were like rested in the 20s. The year before that, they was like 25, 26, somewhere in that realm. So I think I was like, they could take a jump maybe to 15. I think, man, if we could just return and get to 15, I'm still trying to get to inside the top 15 as far as the defense is concerned. I think they can get in the top 15. I think the offense could get closer to top 10 because, man, they did what other teams couldn't do. They set history. Quarterback is a number one all-purpose last year, top 5 offense. Plus, man, he's done what's only been done 13 times in history, 3,000 and 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson did it twice. So it's been done 12 times, but Lamar Jackson did it twice. So I think the offense could be a top 10 offense because, just, man, it's stages and levels. So just, bigger competition. Hopefully the offensive line works. And if the offensive line works, I think they can get inside the top 10 on offense, but maybe top 15 defense, hopefully. If they do that, man, you're looking at a championship caliber team. Honestly.
Okay, so even with the defense being top 7 in the conference last year, you don't think with having that linebacker quarterback, having what they have on the defensive line, and then what this secondary and cornerback room could be, you don't think that that overall they were number 7 in the SEC. You don't think that
SEC,
upgrades? Right. You don't
but
think
that was SEC though. Yeah,
that was,
I'm saying like overall. I think they can step forward in the SEC, but we got to be realistic too. I think they have great pieces and they love what they have, but we did lose 2 starting NFL caliber corners. You know what I'm saying? We got to be honest. So that's yet to be seen if they can be replaced. The rest of the stuff, man, I think we'll be okay. Again, they were like in the 20s overall in the nation the year before, when DJ Durkin first got there. So now, last year, I'm not sure where they finished, but I'm just looking, man, for the 15 jump. I don't think they can jump all the way from the 20s, losing what they lost, and jump inside the top 10 as far from a personnel standpoint. If they can get in 15, bro, I'm happy.
Okay. All right. So you saying that they can get to the number 15 slot. Man. You saying that they will? You think so? So you are more. You think there's more of there's a better chance that Auburn's offense is a top 10 offense, and Auburn's defense is in the top 15 to 20.
Yeah. And then you have to look at, man, is it gonna be addition by subtraction? Because last year, man, the defense probably didn't get in decide the top 10 because of the offense. Let's be honest. Okay. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying they are not talented and have the coaching, but we suffered a lot because of the offense. 3 and out. They probably could have been a top 10 defense, man. But are we going to see the same thing with this hurry up offense that Golesh has, with them being on the field maybe more? We don't know. Depends on if they're getting 3 and outs or if they're scoring quickly. We could have the same result where we could have a very good defense, but because of circumstances, not be able to get in the top 15 because of circumstances.
Gotcha. Your thoughts on that, Ed? What's your thoughts on that? Can Auburn really have a top 10 offense and top 10 defense going into the 2026 season?
Man, I ain't on DC level. I'm so in the book. You sure can.
Okay.
I think we'll be a top 5 in turnovers.
Okay. I can buy that.
Okay.
I can buy that.
I think we'll be top. I think we'll be top 3 in rushing. Oh, my bad.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I said I think we'll be top 3 in rushing defense.
Is that in the conference or overall in the country?
Overall.
In the country. So if we top 3 overall in the nation, that means we're number 1 in the SEC, I think. In defense, bro. That means we locking some cats down.
Man, we was almost top in the SEC last year.
Yeah, but
And
what
what?
were we
Really?
overall in the country though?
I
He was almost
mean,
top overall in what in the SEC last year? And what?
in rushing defense, I mean, we really didn't give up 100-yard rusher for real. Now passing defense leaves a lot to question right now.
I agree with that.
Okay. All right. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to bring in a guy. It is the one, the only, Edward, Kid Country. Edward, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
What's going on, my guys?
Chilling, man. Appreciate you so much. I'm asking you the same question I've been asking these guys, man. Can Auburn really have a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense in 2026? Can we see something like that going into the 2026 season?
When you saying top 10, is top 10 in the country?
Let me get. I want to hear right now what you think in the SEC, and then we'll go. I want to hear what you think in the SEC and then in the country.
I think you could be top 10 in the SEC. Both, yeah, but top 10 in the country, I don't see you being top 10 in the country. Neither one of them.
Really?
Nah, more. I mean, offense at best, top 20, possibly.
The same offense was number 3 in the country. Ended up being number 3 in the country last year.
Yeah, I know, but not in this conference. I don't think it has to be. You see what I'm saying? When I'm saying that, I don't think it has to be. If it's top 25, top 30, shit, we down there playoff team, in my opinion.
Okay.
You know, and I'm yet to see somebody that play this style of offense and have a dominant defense at the same time. So that's why, you know, I'm kind of pausing on the defense because I'm yet to see a team that top 10 in offense with this style of offense and top 10 in defense. Like, that's rare. I don't think that's gonna happen. You know, I'm just being realistic.
Okay.
But
okay.
You know,
So you think it's more likely to happen on the offense side, but on the defensive side, where do you think this defense could end up being when the 2026 season is over with? Where do you realistically see them at? Do you think they'd be top 25, top 30, top 50?
What metric are we using? Are we using yards per game or points per game?
Overall.
Mm-hmm. I think the defense it's hard to say, man. You know, I think they have a chance to be a top 25 defense in the country. That's still a damn good defense. You know, if you're a top 25 defense and a top 20 offense, that means you're a pretty balanced team. That means you probably, you're looking to be in the playoff.
Absolutely.
Because I wonder how many playoff team was truly, a top 20 offense and a top 20 defense. I don't think a lot of teams might have won, outside of probably, I would say maybe Indiana, maybe Oregon or something like that. I don't know what the rest of the teams stacked up. I know Ole Miss, they put up a lot of points as well. So, it's kind of, I have to wait and see before I can truly make a call on it, man. Because I seen Gus run this hurry up, go off it. And sometimes, he ended up putting the defense in bad situations. And that's why he even backed off the gas at times. So.
Okay. We got Calvin Peterson saying top 3 defense.
Yeah, okay.
Calvin
in the
Peterson
country
with the $2 super chat. Shout out to Calvin Peterson. He's saying a top 3 defense. Now I want to know, Calvin, are you saying it's a top 3 overall defense in the SEC or in the country? Because we got, okay. Let me just make sure I'm getting this. Let me make sure I'm getting this correct. DC, you believe that Auburn's offense can be top 5 in the SEC in offense?
I think they can be on the other half, the better half in the SEC. Yes.
Okay.
And then maybe, I don't think they can be top 10 in the country on offense, but I think if any unit is going to be top 10, it would be the offense. But I'm with Elwood. I don't think they can be top 10 in the nation.
Okay, so in the SEC, you're saying they could be top half. So basically, you're saying
top half. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So in the SEC,
just like the defense last year,
top 8.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's the offense. And in the country, you saying you don't think? Where do you think they could be at? Could this offense be a top 50 offense?
Top 50
in the country?
Yeah. I think they can be a. I think they can be a top 25 offense.
Top 25 in the
I
country.
think they make it be a top 20. You know,
Okay.
what I'm saying? Depending on that's the man. And I keep saying it, but it's dependent on the offense, man. Offensive line. All the other components of the offense, man. We know that the further you get away from the ball, the easier it is to transition to higher levels. It's just that the engine of this team, the trenches, is what is we got to question is what's going to be translative. You feel what I'm saying? If that offensive line, man, if they can either evaluate to the offensive line is very good, or if they can scheme around it, yeah, you can have a top 20 offense. But it's going to be this transition is going to be based on that offensive evaluation and that offensive production and them taking those players and meshing in this system. That's what is going to be key for this year.
Calvin Peterson said $2 super chat. He said top 3 defense and top 5 offense in the SEC. Whoa,
that's elite, bro.
Whoa, that is elite.
You talking
elite
about,
right
bro.
there,
That's
man.
getting it, bro.
That's elite.
That's
what that is.
Yeah.
In the conference, top 3 in the conference.
That's elite,
and
bro.
top three defense in the conference and top 5 offense in the SEC. I believe Ohio State did it in the Big Ten, and I think Indiana did it in the Big Ten last year, if I'm not mistaken. When you look at that,
I'm saying, well, if you do that, what he just said, you SEC championship bound,
man. Yeah,
you playoff bound, you should be national championship bound.
Yeah.
Can't nobody score on you, and can't nobody stop you from scoring. So.
You knocking heads, bro.
I like that, man.
Heads, bro.
I like that. So when we talk about this, man, when Edward, you mentioned something. You said you haven't seen an offense that uses this type of offense. It's kind of hurry up type style of offense. You said you haven't seen a defense that was paired with that type of offense do well, overall. Now, when you look at them, and I believe that's the reason why you asked the question about how are we looking at this? Like, what metric are we looking at? Are we looking at this metric as something that is like, are we looking at turnovers? Are we looking at, scoring defense, points and yards per game, stuff like that? So I'm gonna ask you this question. If you think, because you said you think the offense has more of a chance to be more top 10 than the defense, what does the defense have to look to you? And you can pick whatever 3 categories you want. You can pick scoring, yard, turnover, whatever. What 3 categories, in your opinion, does this defense have to do in order for this offense? I mean, well, not for this offense, but for this team to be in competition, to be one of those playoff type teams when it comes November, December time?
Oh shit! The number 1 is scoring for me.
Okay.
Scoring. Number 2 for me is turnover.
Okay.
Golesh, I'm going by what he said in the interview with Mike G. You know what I mean? He don't want to bend and don't break. He want to take the ball away from him. You know what I mean? That's what he said. So in order to do that, it's gonna have to be some turnovers. I think that's why Durkin. I will say Durkin pairs well with the philosophy that Golesh want for the defense, because he want to be aggressive. He want to take shots. He want to send a exotic blitz. That's what he want to do. He want to put offenses in a situation where they can turn the ball over and get the ball back in BB-17 hand. That's what he want. So I think you got to be, scoring defense, turnovers, and I say red zone defense.
Red zone defense. That's good. Okay.
We might let you get down the field.
That's good.
Which that still kind of go back to the bend but don't break. But the main job of the defense is to keep you out the end zone. You see what I'm saying? So we might have gave up a play and got you inside the 20-yard line, but we're gonna make you kick a field goal and keep you out the end zone. Okay. So that go hand in hand with the scoring. You know, if you ask me. So yeah, those three things right there. If you could be just average in those three departments right there, then he's a damn good defense. You know.
Okay. And you know what, to that point, when you look at Tennessee last year, when you look at Tennessee's offense, and I wish I had the numbers up so that I could show them to you. You know, Tennessee had one of the top offenses in the country last year, but when you look at the defense, when you think of overall yardage, they gave up a lot of yards. They gave up a lot of yards last year. And, you know, Tez has alluded to this, you know, in previous shows when we talked about, you know, kind of how these two sides of the ball are going to mesh well together. You know, you look at Tennessee and you see Tennessee gave up a lot of yards last year, but I think they were like they was like top 2 or top 3 in the conference in sacks and turnovers, or something like that on the defensive side of the ball. So DC, to your point, you know, he mentioned Edward mentioned scoring, turnovers, red zone defense. If you had to put a number to those numbers, like percentage wise, or a number that you want to see that this defense puts up on the field, averages, what numbers would you say those numbers would be?
Man, and I'm gonna say this. Me and El were kind of rolling on the same way. He got it, or I got it, or we were in the same direction. I would say scoring, run defense. I would say scoring, run defense, and turnovers. Run defense will be enough for me. And if they throwing this, because bro, we done held them down all game, and they throwing at the end of the game. So to put a percentage on it, a number, I would say, man, I think you start reaching that elite level of defense when you holding teams under like 18 points a game. That you really, you know what I'm saying? When you start holding like under 20, you're down to 18, and God forbid, like 15 points a game, bro. When you start getting in that level, that's where I want our defense to get back to, man. Like that was like, you know, when Williams was the linebacker, that was their level, man.
Travis Williams,
when he was there, that's the type of defense they had. When they were like on the level of being the number one defense in the nation, that was their goal, you know.
And it's crazy
at 1 year.
It crazy this sound. Think about it, DC. We were right there this past year.
Yeah.
With the bad as our offense, Texas A&M scored 17 points on us. Oklahoma scored about round in the same ballpark. The only team that really put points on the board on us was Vanderbilt. Really, that scored points. I know. I mean, it's been like that the last 2 years with Auburn.
Yeah.
Durkin first year, I think Bama might have been the only team that scored 30 points on us. We had a lot of teams in that 20, 21, you know, in that range, 24. So, you know, we not as far off as if we get a offense that don't put all the pressure on the defense, you know, and these defenses stayed on the field half the damn game.
Yeah. That's what I was telling Nick earlier before you came on. I was like, man, the defense, you know, they probably didn't finish a top 10 defense, but it ain't necessarily because they weren't a good defenses. A lot has to do with them getting on the field all the time with the offense. And that's what I was saying with Golesh, man. Would they be able to get off the field, or will they be scoring so fast the defense is back on the field? We might have a better defense than the score indicates. So I totally agree with that. Totally.
Yeah. I hear what y'all talking about. I'm trying to get those stats up real quick because I'm trying to see exactly where we are and what that would look like, you know, for what Auburn looked like last year. Because I know the number where Auburn was when it came to rush defense, and I know one of your things was you said run defense. Auburn was they finished number 4 in the conference in rush defense, and I'm trying to get the number of where they finished at with the other situation. So let me look here real quick. When you look at points allowed, here we go. This is what I need right here. So when you look at, I know you both said scoring defense. So points allowed, Auburn finished per game that they finished.
Say it again.
Points allowed.
Say it again. You went out.
So
say it again, Nick, because you kind of
20.7 points.
20.7. Okay, right there, bro.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear
Can you hear me?
Yep.
20.7 points per game is where they were. Where they were.
Wow.
When you look at Russian, when you look at Russian defense, Auburn finished number 3. They ended up finishing number 3, right behind Georgia and Oklahoma, at 99.3 rushing yards per game. Georgia had 81 and a half. Oklahoma had 77.3. When you look at the passing defense, this is where Auburn suffered. This is where they suffered at. But even when you still look at the number, there were a lot of teams that did pretty well ahead of them. I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams that gave up less than 200 passing yards per game in the conference. And Auburn finished 16, 17, 18, 19, 16, 11th in passing right at 230 yards they gave up passing per game. And then when you get to overall defense, they finished number 7 at 329 yards per game is what they gave up overall. And when you looking at this, and you mentioned something, Edward, that was very, very interesting. You said I believe you said something to the point of if a team is finishing top 5 in offense and defense, then those teams should be competing for SEC championships, playoff spots, and of that nature. So I'm looking here at the defensive side of the ball. Oklahoma, Alabama, Georgia, Texas A&M, all finished in the 1, 2, 3, 4 in the top 5.
There it is.
On the defensive side of the ball, and then on the offensive side of the ball, Texas A&M was the only team, and Ole Miss and Texas A&M were the only 2 teams that finished in the top 5 in both offense and defense in the conference that made the college football playoff. Georgia finished right outside at number 7. Alabama finished behind Auburn as well. So, I mean,
who are the top 5? Who are the top 5 offenses?
Top 5: Ole Miss, Tennessee, Vanderbilt, Arkansas, Texas A&M.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Arkansas just didn't have a defense. Period.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. They were so far back on defense. So, bro, that's a good stat though, man. That's a good
Arkansas
stat.
Finished dead last in the conference in defense and overall defense. So, I'm sitting here looking at it. So yeah, y'all make a lot of good points, man. Y'all make a lot of good points. But I'm trying to find the stat of turnovers, but gotta get back to the show. So I gotta be focused on what it is. Calvin Peterson, right here. He said, man, this defense is going to be scarier than most this defense is going to be scarier. The most turnovers as a team is what he's saying. He's saying the most turnovers as a team is what this team is going to be. Hey, I mean, as I stated before, man, I am under the impression, because me and Tez had this conversation off air. I'm under the impression that I think this defense looks more like what Tennessee looked like last year on defense.
Really?
I do.
Okay.
I mean, especially when it comes to what with the offense, with the way the offense is going to be run. I think you see, I somewhat kind of agree with Calvin Peterson on this, man. I think you see this defense be one of the defenses that do get a lot of that ends up getting a lot of turnovers. In my opinion, I think you see a lot of. I think you see interceptions for one, because you're gonna have two new cornerbacks in this defense that hasn't been tested. One in Rayshawn Pleasant, and Andre Jordan, of course, who's coming from UCLA. And then you got Blake Woodby, you got Shamar No, you got a lot of guys that are just going to be tested by opposing offenses. So there is going to be opportunity there for these guys to be able to make plays on the football and pad those interception stats. I think, as much as we talk about, where is the pass rush going to come from in this defense, I'm under the impression that you're going to see some more sacks in this defense as well. I'm under that impression. I think you're going to see, a lot more sacks. I think sacks, turnovers, and I think, and this has changed a little bit as well, but I think sacks, turnovers, my thought process on this, sacks, turnovers, and run defense, I think Auburn is going to be probably top in those metrics across the board in the SEC when it's all said and done. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think so, man. I agree with you. I definitely think so. So
the sacks part, you agree with the
sacks
sacks part?
because I agree with the sacks part because DJ said, man, people talking about the edge rushers and the defensive line, but he was like the way the personnel they accumulated is now. He was like, we're gonna move some of those linebackers to the edge. You know what I'm saying? So, and we kind of thought that and anticipated that. So if you get, a DeMarcus Riddick, even if you get Atkins on the edge with his speed, which he got sacks off the edge last year too. So with that speed they have concentrated in the linebacker room and the size of a Wilkes, and you bring those guys in with those bigger guys in and put them on the edge with that type of speed, yeah, I think you get more sacks. It's not necessarily, you don't necessarily have to have edge rushers when you have lines 6'3", 6'4" linebackers. They almost the size of edge rushers, man, and you move them to the edge with that speed. I think, you pick up a lot more sacks this year.
Well, I'm asking y'all this question then. Is that the main reason why you think this defense takes a major leap? And when I say major leap, I mean defense played pretty well last year. So, it's going to be kind of difficult to take I'm not going to say it's difficult because you had the defense coordinator DJ Durkin come out and say that his best player on the defense side of the ball from last year just scratched the surface. So apparently there is another step that this defense can take. I asked this question: which side of the ball do you have more confidence in? Are you more confident in the offensive side of the ball, or are you more confident in what the defensive side of the ball is going to do this upcoming season? I'm gonna ask Edward that question first.
For me, I don't think it's one over the other one. I'm gonna say I'm confident because I feel like we got staffs on both sides of the ball.
Okay.
Okay. That's gonna put a game plan together that the kids can execute. If I had to choose one, I would say defense. Okay. I see what Durkin have done time and time again in their comfort. You know what I mean? But that's no knock on the offense. I think what Golesh and that staff can do on the offense. I think we just in good shape. You know what I mean? We might not be top 5 both sides, but we gonna be respectable both sides of the ball. We can finish 6-7. You see what I'm saying? On both sides of the ball, man, we right there scratching at the end of the year. To possibly a playoff team.
Okay.
I think with Durkin, why get on the edge? He played so many freshmen last year, man. The guy playing guys like Winters and Fagas, and Melendez, Diaz, the Smith, Darian Smith, and the other Smith coming off the edge. I mean, he played a lot of true freshmen in the SEC, and ain't nothing like actually doing it. You see what I'm saying? And those guys did it, and they did it at a high level. And you think about the Champ Anthony, the Sylvester Smith, man, the Caleb Harris's. The defense is loaded as far as secondary. Outside of, cornerback, you got a guy like Blake Woodby. I mean, it's so much there to where I think it's damn near hard to miss on that defensive side of the ball.
Your thoughts, DC? Which one do you trust?
Man, Elwood just laid it out perfectly for me. Set it up for me. You made it easy. He did all the work, man. I'm just going to come in and hold the trophy up, man. Defense, man. Wow. Defense, easy. Because just like what Elwood said, all those players, Malik Autry, you talk about Woodby and all these new players, Winters, Melendez, like on the offensive side of the ball, they're in the what phase. They have to come in as far as the line. They have to teach the what's. You know what I'm saying? On the defensive side, we're in the why stage, meaning like DJ Durkin said, it's 2 stages. He comes in, he teaches defense, he teaches the what we're doing. Then he was like, when they come back the next year, they know what we're doing. Now I instill in the why we're doing it. So now it's a different level of understanding of the defense. You know what we're trying to do. Now you know why we're trying to do it. So with all those people, Crawford and Autry, Melendez, all these young guys, they're in the Y stage, man. So they should be playing fast, downhill. They know what they're doing. So I'm gonna go, man. The defense.
You know what's surprising? You know what's surprising to me? The year that Golesh was the offensive coordinator at Tennessee, the 2 years he was there at Tennessee, right? He had one of the most explosive offenses in the conference. 2021, he had an offense that was putting up 39 points per game, just a tad under 40 points per game. He's putting up over 470 yards of offense per game. Then and that was good enough to be number 3 in the conference. Then you move to the next year in 2022, right? You come into 2022, the offense is putting up, 46 points per game, 525 yards per game in the conference, and ended up being the number 1 offense in the conference with him calling plays now. With him calling plays. Then you get the USF. And the years he was there at USF, the years he was there, he put up respectable numbers in the American, and then just this past year, he put up, he put up enough numbers to be the number 3 offense in the nation, not just the conference, but the nation. Nobody picked the offensive side of the ball, even with him being a guy that has a proven system of wherever he goes, offenses turns around. Now, I know we've heard that before, but there's proof behind this guy doing it. Nobody believes it's gonna happen on the offensive side of the ball, even with the question about the offensive line and what you have to build with the offensive line and having to do all of this. There is still nobody is willing to walk out on that limb and say that because we've seen this guy do this at Tennessee as an offensive coordinator, he goes to be the head coach at USF, brings in a guy that he's been working with for years in Joel Gordon, and then ends up having top offenses every year he was at USF, and then his final year there, wins 9 games and is the number 3 offense nationally. Nobody is willing to come in and say that Auburn will be one of those offenses in 2026.
No.
Wow.
Because okay, man, Golesh himself, he was like, bro, he praying about the offense. He was like, I welcome you guys to pray with me. If my coach saying, hey man, we need to all join hands and pray on this offensive line.
But how much of this
offensive line, and y'all need to help me pray.
How much of that statement was him just playing into the reporters and the narrative around just the offensive line being able, just trying to see what the offensive line is going to be. And I asked that question because Golesh strikes me as the type of person that can be sarcastically funny.
Okay.
At some point in times.
Okay.
And I believe he was being sarcastically funny because even in that statement, he even said from top to bottom, I like our offensive line.
Okay.
He even said it in that statement as well.
Hopefully. But he wasn't like pray for the receivers or the quarterback or the running back room or the but that's been the major question that he's been asked. I get it.
And that's been the major question mark that a lot of people have been asking about since he got here. And most of that's not even his fault. Most of that is the previous staff's fault. So people are just gonna naturally ask, well, we saw what a veteran offensive line was supposed to be last year, but what are you going to do now? But when I look at the numbers and the track record of what he's done when he's been in control of the offense, because he's an offensive guy, everywhere he's been, first year in the conference in the SEC, top 3 offense. Second year, he was the number 1 offense. And then top 7 offenses in the American his first 2 years, and then the number 3 ranked nationally offense in the conference last year. So nobody wants to say that this offense is going to be top tier this upcoming season.
What do you classify as top tier though? I think he will. I think he will.
Okay. I'm just
going off of what I already seen Durkin do at Auburn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I seen Durkin do this at Auburn for 2 years. So you know what I mean? That's why I gave the edge to the defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I understand it. I get it. And then there's also a narrative of that I have heard a lot of from a lot of people in this talk space is we need to see him do it at Auburn. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, all right, I get it. But a lot of that to me is just a lot of PTSD that a lot of people have, in my opinion.
That's that Hugh Freeze, man. That's that Hugh Freeze in the back of their mouth.
But the thing is, I like you know, when you go off data, right? And the data tells me that this coach, especially on the offensive side of the ball, when he comes into a program, it literally changes. Like there is a 180-degree, 300, however you wanted to call it, there is a change that happens when he gets his hands on an offense, whether if he's the offensive coordinator or whether he's the head coach. And I've seen it happen twice. One time in the SEC, the next time as the head coach in the American. I just look at it and I just be like, man, nobody wants to believe that this offense can be one of the top offenses, I mean, in the country. I think this offense will be a top offense in the SEC. And right now, preliminary, this is my preliminary thought on this offense. I think this offense is going to be a top 4 offense in the SEC.
Okay.
I think it will be. I think this offense will be a top 4 offense in the SEC. I'm just to be safe, I'm gonna say top 5. Just because people are like, well, you said top 4, top 5. I think this offense will, I think when the year is over with, I think this offense will be, will be a top 5 offense in the SEC, is what I think. I know Ed was getting ready to say something. Go ahead.
No. I don't disagree with you. Okay. You know what I mean? I had them 6, 7 in that range, so I'm not disagreeing with 5. No, I don't. I believe that's what I say. I believe we're gonna be top half offense and defense. So you saying 5, I can dig that.
Okay,
I can dig that.
Okay. All right. So top half is 8 because 6 is 8 is top half. So that's the cut line. Okay, cool. All right. We good to go. Let's take a look at some of these comments in the chat real quick, man. A lot of comments coming through, man. I want to check them out, man. Slugged Up Durkin in the chat. What's up, Slugged Up? What it do? What's up, Slugged Up? How you feeling, man? Hope you're feeling good, man. Big Sar said for Auburn to accomplish that top 10 status on both sides of the ball, it's going to be reliant on the O-line and the cornerbacks.
Yep.
Y'all thoughts on that?
I agree. Been saying it the whole time, man. I think they come in again. I think they start fast. I think they efficient on offense, man, because they're bringing all the pieces together with them, coaching staff. They even bringing the center with them, man, and they could play a guard also on the offensive line. So they bring in interior help, outside help, quarterback. Even they got a guy in the running back room in Davenport. So they're bringing everything with them, man. So if this offensive line just gives them something, they should start out fast, man. And I think that's the key. This is the offensive line. Cornerback the same way, man. I can't believe, though, with the corners we lost that we gave up that much passing. That's kind of like mind-boggling. So with the only place we got to go with these new cornerbacks is up, bro. For real. I'm like, if you think about what we lost and who we lost, man, and then look at the numbers passing, it don't match up. So I don't know why we gave up so many passing yards, but yeah, I agree with them. Cornerback and O-line, right with you, Sarge.
There it is. Dirty Southern 334. What's up, my guy? He said the board's question coming into the SEC was, can he recruit the South? Golesh's question is, can he have a top 10 offense in a real conference? Yeah, that's the question. Because and I just stated it literally like less than 3 minutes ago of why I feel like he can have a top 10 offense.
Yeah, he's done it before. I get he's done it before. So
I mean, it is.
It ain't like he hasn't done it before. So
it is. That's just how I see it.
Yeah,
that's just how I see it. I think there are some guys that just have it and just understand what they want to do schematically, system wise, process wise, and wherever they go, it has to change because they are there. It just has to. And I think Golesh is just that type of person because he believes so much in his process, in my opinion. James Barnett says, man, with this staff, I do think this will be the first year that we have both top 10 defense and a top 5 offense. Just my opinion. Okay. I like it, man.
Respect.
I like
Respect.
it. I like it. Big Sarge said, man, and getting pressure on the quarterback with 4 players primarily on the defensive side of the ball. We had that conversation. We had that conversation Monday night. We talked about could we see this defense get when we was talking about interior, when we were talking about the interior line of the defense and defensive line. We had the question about could we see this defensive line be able to start getting pressure with 4, because you saw a lot of teams do that last year. You saw Miami do it. You saw Indiana do it last year. Even when you got to the NFL, you saw the Seahawks do it in the NFL. You saw the Eagles do it a year before that in the Super Bowl. You were seeing teams invest in defensive lines and be able to get more pressure. If they're able to do that, the concern that Big Sarge had about the cornerbacks and the O-line, I think that helps them a little bit more if they're able to just get pressure with 4, 5 in my opinion. Look, we'll see. P-Pass, what's up, P-Pass? What's going on, my guy? I hope you're doing good, man. He said Foghorn is the second greatest Looney Tune. You would not guess my number 1. Okay, all right. Well, shout out to
Foghorn.
That's what he said.
Best.
That's what he said.
Foghorn, bro, Daffy up there though. On the new ones, on the new Looney Tunes, the new ones, Daffy is elite, bro.
Really?
On the new, yeah, when him and Bugs stay together in the house and Yosemite Sam, their neighbor. I don't know if you ever seen that.
I haven't seen it. I'm just young. I haven't seen it.
But man, it's dope, man. It's like the new Looney Tunes or Bugs, and like Bugs like rich and Daffy's like freeloading, staying with him. You know what I'm saying? And then Yosemite Sam, their neighbor. It's pretty good, man. But Daffy is kind of like one of, like he got a bigger role in the central character now. So man, Daffy elite, bro.
Is Tasmanian Devil still there?
Yeah, he's still there. He's still in there. All of them still in there, man. But it's just kind of like a new age one, bro. Okay, yeah, Daffy leading that thing, man. He is wild.
There it is. D-Lev in the chat. He said most will say no because there's a lot of new players on both sides of the ball we're not familiar with. That is a great point right there. But we gotta trust Coach Golesh and King Durkin. I like it, man. I like it, man. P-Pass said his favorite is Slowpoke. Stood on business. Okay, that's what he said.
Okay.
All right.
I like Slowpoke too. I like Slowpoke.
P-Pass said he got released from Baptist about 3 weeks ago, recovering well, supposed to take a full year. Hey, man. What's up, man? Praying for you, man. Hope everything goes well, man. Praying for your recovery, man. And just, hey, man, take it easy. Take it easy, bro. Take it easy. King Richard said, War Eagle. What's up, King Richard, man? Hope you feeling good, man. Shout out to King Richard, man. We appreciate that, man. James Barnett said, remember, fellas, we were behind 2 teams in the country for stopping the run until the last few games of the season. But we ended up being number 3 in the rush defense at the end of the season. Ended up being number 3. Gave up less than 100 yards per game on average rushing. So I like it. I like it, man. Big Sar says the defense, so the defense has to stop the run and the offense has to be dynamic at running the football. Okay. They said they're gonna run the piss out of the football. That's what they said. That's what they said. So hey, I'm looking forward to it. Mike McKinney, man, there he is. He said, I mean, it's very possible with the uncertainty going around the SEC. See, that I think in y'all opinion, before we move on to the next one, in y'all opinion, how much does the uncertainty of the rest of the SEC props Auburn's chances up of being able to say that they are one of those top 10 or top 10 on both sides of the football? What's y'all thoughts on that, Edward?
That's a good point. And I think with all the uncertainty in the SEC, Auburn has the most certainty in all the coaches with the new jobs. You see what I'm saying? Because you didn't break your defense up. You kept your defense coordinator. You pretty much you lost a few players off the defense, but you kept a lot on the defense. Then you bought in your whole offense that you already had. Your key guy that you needed to bring. So I think this is a very unique situation that Auburn is facing. And I want to liken this to Gus coming back as the head coach in 2013 after Auburn worst season ever in 2012.
Okay.
Gus came back to players that he was familiar with, players that he had actually recruited. You see what I'm saying? Players that was already there that fit what he wanted to do. And that's what I'm saying. Nothing is out of the realm of possibility. You think about this. We went from 3-9 in 2012 to playing in the national championship game in 2013. So, you know, it's sky's the limit to what we could be, man, and who we could be. I think Auburn is going to be that one team when you get to about October. Ain't nobody going to want to play us. As hard as that schedule look, is manageable. You know, it's still manageable. You know, because I think it's going to be a lot of parity in the SEC this year. I don't think you're just going to have this one dominant team in the SEC. Now, it's going to be one team, the record going to look better than everybody else's because they got a cakewalk schedule. You know what I mean? They got a cakewalk schedule, so they schedule going to look a little better than everybody else. But I think it's going to be a lot of teams lumped up together, man. 10-2, 9-3, 8-4 in that range. So where do we fall in that range is where I want to see. Because if you can start out hot and run the table in September, which is possible, then our whole outlook and how we looking at this thing change. You get through a September unscathed, everything changes in October. You know. So you could be a top 5 offense. You could be a top 5 offense in the country. I'm not saying it's impossible. He did it at South Florida, didn't he?
He did.
I just liken it to when Gus came back and he had some pieces that fit what he wanted to do. This man bought some pieces that fit what he wanted to do. So it might not be a bigger drop off than what a lot of folk thinking it is. You know,
I say the biggest difference between that 2012 team and that 2013 team was one, you had a quarterback that was fit for the system that Gus Malzahn was trying to run. Look at what Auburn has now. You have a quarterback that is fit for the system that Alex Golesh and Joe Gordon run. He's been in it for almost 4 years, and they had a running back. That in 2013 they had a running back that they could rely on and kind of lean on. And you got 4 of them in this running back room that you can rely on and lean on. So I'm not saying there are similarities to it, but you know, if you want to pick something out, you can. I mean, I think those would be two position areas or two areas that you can say, could it be? You know, so it is what it is. Shout out to Mike McKinney for that. The word uncertainty. That was a pretty good point. That was a really good point there. DWG73. He said, "What's up, War Eagle folks, man? Just got home eating and enjoying the show for sure. You know, War Eagle. Shout out to you, my guy, man. We appreciate you so much, man, for working with us as well." Big Sarge, he said, "Man, if the offense can score points at a high level, then the defense will get turnovers." I like that. I like that, man. He comes back and said that's what you call complimentary football. I like it. UGA Trevor is in the chat. What's going on, my guy? Hope you're feeling good. Hope you get feeling great. I'm not saying those words, but shout out to you, UGA Trevor, man. What's up, my guy? Hope you're feeling good. P-Pass says, man, I think the offense could make other teams one-dimensional this year. Is he saying that? Is he saying that just because of the way, just because of the speed that they're gonna play with? I believe maybe or in that realm. So shout out to P-Pass for that. Mark Hilson is in the chat. What's up, Mark, man? How you feeling, man? He said, I like the running back, folks.
Yeah, man.
We like the running backs too.
Yeah, man.
That's what it is. We concur with that statement, sir. We concur with it. P-Pass said, man, I think the secondary would be top 3 in the SEC. I think there is some addition by subtraction.
Okay.
He put in parentheses, no lead. hey, if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say, man. If you know, you know. King Richard in the chat said, man, defense. He says our coach has proven he can do it in the SEC. All right, King Richard. Royal Highness letting us know, man. I got Hardball rocking with us in the chat. He said it looks like intensive workout, speed and power. That's a recipe. That's a recipe of how Indiana's strength and conditioning coach built power into them in the offseason. He moved to Tennessee this year to get their defensive players better. Yeah, Tennessee had changes at the defensive coordinator position because Tim Banks is now on the Auburn staff. And they brought the DC in who was the defensive coordinator for Ohio State the year that they won the national championship. and he ended up going to Penn State, and then now he's from Penn State. Now he's at Tennessee. So Tennessee, Tennessee made 2 big changes. They got what is it? Is it Jim Knowles? I think is his name. Jim Knowles is the defensive coordinator. He was the defensive coordinator at Ohio State when they won the national championship. Went to Penn State. Went to Penn State. And after when James Franklin was let go, relieved of his duties, he left Penn State, and now he's at Tennessee. Jim Knowles is, and then them now getting Indiana strength and conditioning coach. I mean, hey, could see something different. We could see something different. And
here's something, Nick, that we ain't really discussed yet. And I think you can't have offense and defense without talking about this, man. I think we might be top 5 special teams, bro.
Ooh.
You might be bringing the best kicker back in the country.
That's good.
A healthy Alex McPherson, man, is a top 2-3 kicker in the entire country, bro. Golesh, he not leaving special team out when he talk. He want to be just as aggressive on special team, man.
Yep.
I think you have a couple kick return for a touchdown.
Okay.
I think you have a couple punt return for a touchdown. It's gonna be some block kick. It's gonna be some onside kick going on. I think that's something that's really gonna complement both offense and defense, because I really believe that special team for the last couple of years, you know, it kind of been Achilles heel of Auburn, you know, putting the defense in putting the offense in bad situation with all the holding calls on kickoff returns, you know, and stuff like that. When you're already struggling on offense and you got to start inside the 10-yard line because you done got a holding call on special team. Things like that really will hurt us too, man. So I think them getting that special team cleaned up, and he said he want to be aggressive on offense. He want to be aggressive on defense, but he also said he want to be aggressive on special team.
Yep.
So I think that we might be a top 5 overall special team in the country, not the SEC, in the country.
I like that.
Yeah, that'd be great, man.
And to your point, after Alex McPherson had all those misses against Missouri in the Missouri game, I don't think he missed another field goal the rest of the season after that Missouri game, because the next week, if I'm not mistaken, he went 6 for 6 against Arkansas. And then from there, he never missed a field goal after that. So that's a good point. That's a solid point right there. And you are true, man. Special teams is the forgotten part of football that a lot of people don't talk about. And we need to start talking about it more over here at Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. But hey, that's what we do. We talk that score around here, man. Big Sar says the O-line is the key. 5 players that allows the offense to go, Nick. I know. Yeah. I get it. I understand it. But we talk about it a lot. What other? I'm gonna do my best impression. What other channel talks about the trenches more than we do? We talk about defensive line and offensive line a lot around here, so I know the importance of it. What other channel does that? What other channel is giving you that type of content? I'm just saying, man. Mike McKinney said they are taking that out of context. He was being facetious. That's what I think too. I think Coach was being facetious when he said that.
Time will tell if he's a Hugh Freeze or not, because Hugh Freeze was straight telling the truth in his press conference.
Well, y'all
take
funny,
that
man.
to the bank, man.
Y'all funny, man. Grunt USMC. He said O-line will be fine. Golesh and the staff will have those guys ready to go. I believe so too. Mike McKinney said history shows us with Durkin on the other side, if he can average 24 to 27 points a game, we win 8 to 9 games alone. I like that. I like that. I agree with that. I agree with that right there. And the insider, he says, man, we will average over 500 yards. Whew. The last OC averaged 500 in his stretch. Okay. Offense. I like it, man. Jay Prince Jr. mob ties. He said, if that top 5 prediction holds up and the defense replicates last year, you're telling me we're a playoff team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, easily. If the defense replicates what they did last year, which I'm not saying that they will, I think the defense will be, if you ask me right now, I think the defense will be just a tad below bottom half of the conference when it's all said and done. I think 8, 9, 10 range. So I still think they'll be a top 10 defense in the conference when it's all said and done. If they are above top half, I'm not gonna. I would be a little bit surprised if there's, because I think they will be great in certain areas like sacks, turnovers, and things and stuff like that. I think they'll be great there. So I'm not predicting them to be exactly what they were last year. And run defense is the other thing I think they'll be good in as well. King Richard said, man, shout out to KK, man, went 2 or 3, 2 RBIs. She's batted 900 on 10 RBIs. Goodness.
What's up, man?
That's Hall of Fame worthy. That got to be like Hall of Fame worthy in whatever level she's playing on. They got to be Hall of Fame. 900. Ooh,
what's up, man?
That's crazy, man. Tempo Matrix, man. Appreciate you so much for coming around the water cooler, rocking with us, man. Appreciate you so much, man. Shout out to you. I'm not saying those words, but shout out to you.
Man. We got Florida fans in here.
Florida fans
in here, man.
Man, that's great. Shout out to y'all, man, for coming around the water cooler, rocking with us. Big Sarge, man. He said Auburn has an excellent strength and conditioning coach on staff. Yes, they do. He looks a little scary too when you see him, So, I like it, man. I like it, man. And Ant Insider comes in and said, man, elite convos is what we do around here. I think we try to be elite, man. If our head coach is gonna be elite, we got to be elite as well. Mm-hmm. All right, man. Let's get out of here, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us, man. Kid Country dropped out. So we appreciate one young Edward, Chef Country Kid. Oh no, he's back in. There he go. Shout out to Edward for coming for rocking with us as always. Edward, what you gotta say to the people before we get out of here, man? If he can hear us.
Man, it's time to go already.
Yeah, man, it's time to go. We've been on here hour 15 minutes.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
That's
bro.
what it is.
I'm just getting lathered up, man. No, man. Hey, like always, man, it's always good to come on and just chop it up with y'all guys. Just looking forward to, your next topic Friday. Just looking forward to Sunday as always.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Oh, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, remember that you time goes forward this weekend. So Saturday night, yes, man. Saturday night.
Man.
Saturday night. Make sure you make sure you get everything going, because I'm telling you, hey, that hour gonna sneak up on you. And it's not, you don't fall back.
You're going forward.
It's going forward.
You lose an hour.
So you lose an hour sleep. So make sure y'all remember that. That happens this weekend, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
So that's it, man. Shout out to Richard Wheatland, Whitland in the chat. War Eagle fan, what's up, my guy? Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling great, man. DWG73, what's up, my guy? He said, thank you, fellas. Excellent content. Yeah, man. Excellent elite content. What we do. We appreciate you, my guy, for rocking with us there as always. Ladies and gentlemen, man, do me a favor, man. Go subscribe to these YouTube channels, man, before we get out of here. At his SEC season, what I got Auburn Tigers, at Tight Sports and Alabama Football Megacast. I got DC Wolf over at Auburn_Addicts TV, Dustin over at the Uptempo Podcast, Be Sharp over at the Sharpshooter Sports Talk, Golden Broom Podcast, and the Anchor Down Live Podcast. What I got Vandy Chris at the Huggy Beard himself. What I got the Huggy Beard, the Rooster Mac at Kid Country. I got Edward as always, and of course the legend himself, Bubba and the Old Man Auburn Sports Talk on YouTube. Mess with the people that mess with Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. Shout out to our guy DJ, man. Follow him on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. That's Holly with an EY. And of course, follow him on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's, man. Hollywood. As always, man, we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us and mess with the people that mess with Water Cooler Talk Sports. And of course, make sure y'all check out our guy, Chef Country, Adelines. We do it right. 2371 Highway 14, Otagoville, Alabama. Not there on Sundays or Mondays, but Tuesday through Saturday, you can find them. Okay. And guess what? We will be there October 17th for the Auburn, Georgia game. We will be going live from Adelines in Otagoville, 2371 Highway 14, Otagoville, Alabama. We want all y'all to come out and rock with us, man. Rock with us as we go and watch the game, and we'll be going live there. Try to set up some equipment and try to go live from Adelines as well, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with the people that rock with us, man, as always. Also, do us a favor, man. Go follow us on our social medias, man. Follow us at CoolerSpot23 on Twitter. Follow us at the Water Cooler Talk on Instagram and TikTok, and at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast on Facebook. Also, visit www.watercoolertalksports.com. Again, that is www.watercoolertalksports.com for all of your college football, SEC football, and of course Auburn football news in written form. And ladies and gentlemen, high school is coming soon. Shout out to our guy King Richard. Shout out to him, man. We appreciate y'all so much for that, man. Fellas, man, this has been a great conversation, man.
Awesome,
This has been a great conversation, man. DC, what you got to say to people before we get up out of here, man?
Hey, man, see us Sunday at 6 on Have You Heard Auburn News Today every week, man. We're going to be chopping it up with the kid and Nick Frazier and all the guys, man. And then, man, be on the lookout, man. We dropping like a spotlight for we're going to try to do every player on the roster, man, because we turn over these rosters every year, man. So you kind of not familiar with the roster. So we dropping videos. We got one on Atkins already, Cobb, you know what I'm saying, Byron Brown already. Just kind of giving you a brief overview on the player so you get to know the player. So check those videos out. And we appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for having me, Nicholas.
As always, man, make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to Auburn_Addicts TV on YouTube. Content coming, man. We in this period, man. Content coming. And of course, spring practice will be starting here 2 weeks from today, actually, as a matter of fact. 2 weeks from today, spring practice will be starting for Auburn football. So we'll be getting into that content and some member-only stuff when we get there. So, man, we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us, man. As always, man, we about to get out of here. Thank y'all, as always, for coming around the water cooler, chilling with us. Still feels surreal that people get to sit here and watch us talk about SEC football, college football, Auburn football. Still feels kind of, surreal. But we thank y'all so much, as always, for rocking with us, man. We're going to get out of here, man. We'll be back Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, man. We'll be back around the water cooler, and we'll be talking some more sports. Is what we do, man. But before we get out of here, as always, y'all have a good one. Better yet, y'all have a great one, man. Y'all be blessed. Make sure y'all give the man upstairs above his, because he deserves all the praise and all of the glory. Yes, he does. And until Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, we'll be back around the water cooler, as Martin wrote on the wall when he walked out of his apartment for the last time on the Martin Show. He wrote "One Love" and signed Martin P under it. One love. We out this thing. Y'all.
This has been a presentation of Water Cooler Talk Sports.